Hi guys, it's Miss Pratt, and I've got to squat down a little bit so you can see me in the picture frame, but I'm kind of doing a practice run to see if I can record all this stuff for you all. And what we're going to do today is we are doing a lion picture. So before you do this, I have a book that I've read to you, and I want you to watch that first so you can kind of learn a little bit about lions and maybe listen to a silly story. So make sure you watch that first. And then come back here and watch this and you can follow along. Okay, so what we're doing today is we are going to make what I'm calling a shape lion. Okay, so what's a shape? Does anybody know? Can we think of any shapes? I've got some right behind me. So our lion is going to look like this. Okay, he's kind of silly looking. He's got big teeth and whiskers. All right, so why I'm calling him a shape lion is because if you look, he's made out of shapes. He's got a square for a head, a triangle for a nose. He's got triangle teeth, and then he's got circles for eyes and ears. Okay, so that's what we're going to be working on today. Before we do that, I'm going to quiz you. I know you won't get grades on it, but I just want to see what all you remember and what all you know. So I'm going to point at these shapes that are back here, and I want you to tell me what they are. Now, I won't be able to hear you, so you can say it out loud, or you can just think it in your head. All right, and I will give you the correct answer after. If you get them all right, I am super proud of you. If you didn't, just keep working on them, okay? So what's this shape here? Got 3 sides. Triangle. What about this round shape? Everybody see it? A circle. What about this shape with 4 sides? And I said that's what our lion was made with. A square. What about this shape that's got 4 sides, but they're different lengths? Right now? A rectangle. What about this funky pointy thing? What is that? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points on it. It's a star. What about this shape with 3 sides? A triangle. So this is a triangle and this is a triangle. Okay, but they're a little bit different, right? What's this? An oval. Right, so it looks almost like an egg, doesn't it? What about this? Looks kind of like a square, but it's on an angle, right? It's a diamond. And everybody should know this last one. What's that? A heart. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and erase our shapes. If you knew them, good job. If you didn't, it's okay. Just keep practicing. And what we are going to do is you need a few supplies before we start. Okay? You are going to need crayons and a piece of paper, and that's it. All right? So get a white piece of paper, get a black crayon, yellow crayon, an orange crayon, and a brown crayon. Okay? Now, my board is not wanting to erase really well, but I'm just going to draw my line up here so I can draw him bigger and you all can see him, okay? So go ahead, if you need to, pause the video so you can go and get your paper and your crayons, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and start drawing. So I've got my dry erase markers. I've got a black one. I've got a yellow one, I've got a brown one, and I don't have an orange one, so I'm going to use my red, okay? What you're going to do first is you're going to draw the square for his head, all right? Now, you want to take your time with this, and you want to make it look as nice as possible, okay? So I'm going to draw mine, and if you can't see, don't worry, I'll move it out of the way, okay? So I'm going to do a square. Now, if my lines aren't quite straight like that, I'm going to erase them. Now you, if you are using crayons, you probably can't erase them. All right, so draw lightly if you need to, just in case you mess up. All right, but don't worry about it if it's not totally straight. Mine aren't totally straight either. Okay, so there's my big lion head. All right, there's my kind of funky square. It's not quite perfect, but that's okay. So take just a minute and draw your square. Then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to draw his ears. So if you remember, his ears are circles. Okay? So a circle and a circle. Okay? Now make sure that when you draw your square, you're leaving a little bit of room because he needs a mane. Okay? If it's a boy, it has a mane. Now if you want to do a girl, it doesn't have to have a mane. But the male lions have the manes around their faces, okay? So I've got my square for his face. I've got 2 circles for his ears. What else do we need that's circles? His eyes. So how many eyes does he have? 2. He has 2 eyes. So up at the top, you're going to do 2 more circles. Now, if you want your lion to be silly, you could do eyes that are little bitty, like that. You could do 1 little and 1 big. You could do 2 little bitty eyes, or you could do 2 giant eyes, okay? But if they don't quite match up, that's okay. Just do the best that you can. They need 2 dots in the middle for his pupil. And if you want your lion to be silly, he could have eyelashes, okay? So think about what your lion looks like, and right now you're still using your black crayon. All right, what do we see on our lion that is a triangle? You might tell me? What does he have that's a triangle? So first off, you need his mouth. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start at the bottom corner, and you're gonna go up a ways, and you're gonna stop, and go down to this bottom corner. Okay? So he's looking kind of silly right now, isn't he? Got a big old mouth. What else is he missing that's a triangle? His nose. So I'm going to do a little line up. And then we're going to do a triangle for his nose. And I'm going to color it in so you can see it better. All right, can everybody see his triangle nose? All right, now we still have a few more triangles we need to add. What are they? What do lions have in their mouth to help them eat? Big teeth. So we need some triangles for teeth. Now, remember, lions eat other animals, so they have to have big teeth. All right, so you're doing some big triangles. All right, big triangles. And you kind of want to match them up. So if he's got 3 teeth on this side, he probably wants 3 teeth on this side. And then you can put some on the bottom too to make him look extra ferocious. Okay, now what are we missing on his nose? What do cats have on their nose? Whiskers. So we're going to add some whiskers. All right. Now, I'm not going to do the coloring in on this. I'm going to show you what I want done, and then I'm going to let you all finish, okay? So I'll do a little bit of it. I'm not sure how much you'll be able to see with this yellow. So what you're going to do with your lion is you're going to color him in. Now, he needs to have black on his mouth, but not over his teeth. So you're going to color in carefully. Now this is probably the trickiest part, I think. You're going to color in carefully around his teeth, and it's going to be all black. Okay? So you're going to do a really good job coloring that in. Make it look so nice. and my marker's dying on me. So you're going to do a really good job of that. And then you're going to use your yellow crayon or marker, whichever you're using, to color his face in, all yellow, except for his eyes. His eyes have to stay white. So again, you have to be careful and go around his eyes very carefully. And don't forget to color in his ears, okay? After you have him all colored in and he's a beautiful yellow color, what can you start working on? You can start on his mane. So his mane is kind of a yellow, orange, and brown combination. All right, so if you have those crayons, what you want to do is you want to color from his head out. I'm going to show you on here. I'm going to use my brown marker so you can see it. All right, so I'm starting at the top of his face and I'm going out. All right, and I'm going to do that all the way around. Okay. So I want you to make sure you do, oh, that's a nice yellow. I want you to make sure you do a good job coloring it in. Give him a beautiful mane. See if this will work. You're going to fill it all in. Oh, that's a good one too. Because he needs beautiful hair, right? Just like you have, he wants beautiful hair. Okay, so you're going to go all the way around. All right, so spend some time. Finish your line. Color in his face yellow. Color his mouth in black except for his teeth. And color in his mane. Okay? All right, so do the best you can. I can't wait to see what they look like. Bye, guys.